Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. Sean Higgs coming at you here. Look at lines. What's it? I don't even know what night it is. Wednesday night. Wednesday for, well, it's not really for Thursday because we're talking NFL looky here. Week 13. Thanksgiving week. Thanksgiving. Time for Thanksgiving. 3 picks. That's how we're going to go. So welcome on into the show. We're always having a nice Wednesday of action. Northern Illinois loser in college hoops. South Dakota winner there. Kennesaw winner. But, of course, my late ads. Didn't learn my lesson yesterday. Had a 2-1 day. Added some games late. They go 1-3. I had 2 games today. They go 1-2 instead of a 2-1 day. It's a 2-3 day. That's what happens. What am I going to do here? What am I going to do? We got comments already here with it. We got Team Money's in the house. Smashing the like button just in case I decide to go to bed. Illinois looks like they've never played basketball before. Bama not even playing well. Illinois is playing like trash. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw, what are they, like 44? I was just looking at some basketball scores, so I saw they're down a little bit. T1 says, I can't keep up with the days either. I really can't. My kids had to tell me Thanksgiving is next week, not tomorrow. Yeah, next week. Yes. Well, listen, you're get on that little wacky tobacco. You don't know where you are. I'm going to do a St. John's game on. I'm at home tomorrow, but I got to do some research tomorrow. Well, they aren't at home tomorrow, number one. So definitely do some research. That is not a home game. All right, so St. John's is not playing at home tomorrow. So bear that in mind there. It's always a good thing to do, to see where teams are actually playing their games. And especially when it's going to be a big matchup in a spot like this. This is the Balmar Hoops Championship in the Bahamas, in case you did not know. Tennessee, Virginia, the other side of the bracket. So, not at home. There's your research. It's in the Bahamas. And I'm not taking Baylor on the road. Well, it's a neutral. Yes, it is, Wacky Tobacco. Nick Nancy's in the house. Let's do some NFL and get on with our lives. You know, Team Money, I tweeted out all the tournaments that start tomorrow. Myrtle Beach Invitational. Obviously in Myrtle Beach. Shriners Hospital, Charleston Classic starts tomorrow. Legends Classic in Brooklyn. St. Joe, Syracuse, Texas, and Texas Tech. Balmar, I just mentioned, in the Bahamas. Boardwalk Battle is in Daytona Beach, Florida. Paradise Jam starts on the 22nd in the Virgin Islands. That starts on Friday. So does the Greenbrier Tip-Off. That's in West Virginia. Adding in for the weekend, or actually starts Sunday, Cayman Island Classics. Maui Invitational on Monday. Sunshine Slam in Daytona Beach on Monday and Tuesday. Fort Myers Tip-Off and on Monday again. Cancun Challenge starts on Tuesday. The Acrisure Holiday Invitational starts on Tuesday. And Acrisure, they got 3 tournaments out in Palm Desert, California. You got that one that starts on Tuesday and Wednesday. Battle for Atlantis in the Bahamas starts on Wednesday. ESPN Invitational starts on Thanksgiving. That's in Disney World, Lake Buena Vista. NIT season tip-off also in Lake Buena Vista, Orlando. Arizona tip-off on Thursday as well. Thanksgiving. Who's that? Possible games on campus sites. Cactus Division, Butler, Mississippi State, Northwestern, UNLV, Desert Division, Bowling Green, New Mexico State, Pepperdine, Weber. The Rady Children Invitational starts on Thanksgiving. Acrisure Invitational, Thanksgiving, and that's in Palm Desert. Then we have another Acrisure Classic A lot of games. Acrisure on-campus teams. Who's that? Cal Poly and Grambling. Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic in Honolulu. That's in December. We got time for that guy. But loads of tournaments start. Gotta wake up. Yes. Still in St. John's. Hello, Nick Nasty. All those are tomorrow. I'm going to get no sleep. Well, starting tomorrow, we got Myrtle Beach, Shriners, and the Legends, and Bon Mar, and Boardwalk Battle. Just for you, have Rasmus Dahlin, anytime goal 5-1. He's been red hot. So now he won't score. Well, took the donut the other day for Nick Nasty. Yes. Well, listen, this is tournament. This is November basketball. It's tournament time. Anytime touchdowns for tomorrow for Nick Nasty. Yeah, maybe I'll have something for the show tomorrow. I'll look for that later. But for now, here we go. All right. I filled these out this morning, so I'm going to look at a live screen as well here to see if anything has changed a little bit. So if they have, so be it. Thanksgiving action. Here we go. Bears and Lions. This was, obviously, I start out with the FanDuel line, see where they go there. It is a 10.5 now and a 48.5. The Bears, to me, look like they're a dead team walking, coach out the door. Lions, boy, they're grooving. I know we're going to come in here tomorrow. We'll talk about it. No, forget tomorrow. Next week, Sunday night. Look at it. Lions don't cover. I'm taking the Lions here. There's no way I'm playing the Bears. No, thank you. Next up, your 4:30 dinner game. Good time to take a nap. We got the Tommy Cutlet game. Little cutlets action on Thanksgiving. No turkey. We'll go veal cutties. 2.5 and 39 here. The face, but what do we got on this trash? Trash under. Disgusting. Nobody's gonna want to eat that day. Dolphins and the Pack. So we got a decent game to close out today. You got the Lions look really good. That should be a blowout. The Dallas game is going to be a cluster. And here come the Pack and Miami in Green Bay on Thanksgiving night. Who knows? We're going to get snow Thanksgiving, wind, cold. It's November. I have no idea. 3.5, 47.5. I want to take the under, but the Dolphins defense is no great shakes at times. Tua's putting up points. I think Green Bay will put up points. And listen, the 3.5, I want to lean towards the Packers, right? 3.5, 7.5. I'm going to go with a favorite. I'm going to go against what everybody else does. That's fine. That's what I do. I don't know, though. I don't love the 3.5. Normally, it'd be something I jump into right away. I'd be like, all right, I'm taking Green Bay. I didn't take them. We got a Friday game. Bet you didn't know that. I bet you people are not going to know that because you guys don't even look ahead. I do. Raiders and the Chiefs. Now, I got Carolina in 11.5 this week. I might come back with the Raiders in 12.5 here. Why wouldn't I? The Chiefs do enough to win. Can they cover this number? The Raiders, this could be 20-6, 24-10 or something. I can see. Can they cover? Sure. But you're going to give me 12.5 points with a team that doesn't cover? Right? They don't run to cover games, Kansas City. Where's the KC spread? Let's hear. Hold on a second. Yeah, best they're 500. Let's see. 5 and 5 ATS. You gonna be laying double digits 2 weeks in a row? Yeah, I'm not interested. Not interested in that. No, thank you. Sunday action. Here we go. You know what? We got more comments before I get to the Sunday game. Let's see what we get in here. Giovanni's in the house. Welcome. 11 should be a first half alone. with the Lions Bears. Yeah, again, first half they'll jump out to a big lead. Do they cover it? I think they cover it either way. But you want to do first half Lions? I'll do it with you. We got Brian Nunn's in the house. Welcome. I was just looking over at the Buffalo score here, 30-20 now. And then 21-7 Ohio Toledo. Show me the games for the contest. Yeah, welcome on in. You haven't been here. So contest picks, I'll put them in the chat for you. And it's a basketball jersey this week. A little basketball jersey. A Turkish dude because it's Turkey Day. T-Way says, I need to be drunk to watch Cowboys and Giants. Well, for you, it's 4 o'clock. Come on. You're drunk by noon the way sometimes you come in here chatting. I assume you post out Lakers stuff at 9 o'clock in the morning. I assumed you didn't go to bed the night before. I don't know. I think we got points in the Cowboys game. Cowboys can't stop me. Do I want the Giants? 0-4 on your player props. So Nick Nancy's coming in with the receipts. Packers first half, Dolphins. Dolphins made backdoor. I mean, how you backdooring 2.5? They lose it by 1? I mean, it's 3. What, I mean, 0-4 on the player props. It happens. Yes, it does. I think the Packers are one of the most Markel first half plays. Michael B's in house. College hoops 3-0. Everything else looks bad. And my college look started out good. And then, again, my 2 late games, St. Mary's and Southern Miss under, both losers. I had Northern Illinois last night, South Dakota, and Kennesaw will start today. All pick'ems, all minus 125s. 2-1. I had plays today, this morning. That is 0-5 the last 2 days when I had to play. Stupid. Chiefs 27-13 or so. I don't blame him taking the points. Exactly. I mean, you're 27-13. Could there be a backdoor? That one, that's the backdoor when you're getting 12 points. There are the games. There's the Twitchy world. Yes, drunk by noon. Let's get to the 3 o'clock action on Sunday. Titans, Commanders. So this one is ticked down to a 7 and a 44 now. So you know what? We'll readjust these because when I come in here on Sunday night, we'll see how they've moved again since then. That's what I should have did. What were the Bears? So the Bears are 10.5, 48.5. Instead, I got 11. So it's 10.5, 48.5. All right, back to this game here. So Titans in Washington. I'm a glutton for punishment with this Tennessee team because I think they have a defense and anything's possible when you have a defense. Do I take the touchdown? FanDuel's got a 7.5. DK's got the 7. I want to take the dog. Chargers in the pick'em versus the Falcons. Actually, here we go. This has already moved, and it's moved away from what I want. We have the Chargers now 1.5 favored over the Falcons. I've already bet the Falcons out of pick. Actually, I got the Falcons pick, and I do have the Falcons plus 1.5. So I do have the 1.5 there. I like the Falcons. Off a bye week, I'm going to take them off the bye week, and the Chargers are going to what? Back-to-back Sunday, Monday night games. If they win both, so like, oh my goodness, you might get a better number with the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons now. I don't care. I think they win. Doesn't make a difference. Pick them plus 1, whatever the case may be. Maybe it's more if the Chargers win again on Monday night over the Ravens, and that's the spot. You know, you got 2 brothers playing against each other. Do you really think one? I mean, that's definitely teaser material. Either side, you want to tease both of them somehow with another team. Maybe you tease the Lions down to a 4 or something and whack this one up to plus 10 for plus 9.5 for the Chargers, or flip it, go through 0 there on the other side and take plus 20 with the Ravens. I don't think it's a crazy blowout game. I don't think a team wins by 10 in that one. Anyway, give me the Falcons there. Next up, the Bengals. Against the Steelers. So here we go. We have a spot now where what do you think is going to happen on Thursday night? Steelers are going to have some extra rest, right? Short week for them. Grinder versus Ravens, game they probably should have lost. Baltimore kicks a couple field goals. Is that a game? Is that a win for the Steelers there? I don't think it is. I think it's a loss for the Steelers. I think you make field goals and it changes the way a team's playing. You're not getting the ball at the 45-yard line. You know, they got points on the board and you're starting at your own 25. Big momentum swings. Are you sold on the Bengals? Let's call them the Bungles. This is now a 1.5, by the way. 1.5, 47 is still the same. I don't. Do you trust this defense? I don't care. It's 1 point. I want to say the over. I mean, we saw the Steelers go and give up points to Washington, a rookie quarterback, on the road. This 47 may look high. I think we get into the 50s, high 50s. I'll lean over here. Colts, Pats, 2.5, 40. There's a 43 out there now. We'll add that to a 43. So when we come in here on Sunday night, we see where they have gone again based on the outcome of the Sunday games. Now, Richardson's back under center. Another rookie, Drake May, for the Patriots. I mean, I'm not a lover of laying with the Colts, number one. We'll start there. I don't like the Colts in favorite roles. Not where I want them to be, right? We don't like that. They're 8-3 against the spread. They're 8-3. So I'm not going to hate you. You want to come in here and say they just got to win by field goal. Looks pretty easy to do. Totally understand. I'm hesitant. Texans and the Jaguars, 6.5, total of 42.5. I like the Jags here, right? We just saw the Texans. Nice win on Monday Night Football. Here come the Jaguars off the bye week. Mac Jones, a little more time in the system. I know it's a coach probably on his way out. They got problems. Again, 6.5 now, down from 7. I am sure I'll be shocked. The 7's getting scooped up by the pro early. I get it. 6.5. I like the Jags here still, right? Because we're going to say, oh, C.J. Stroud versus Mac Jones or Trevor Lawrence, easy. What are we doing here? Just got to win by a touchdown. Okay, that's what you think. I'm liking the Jaguars. Cards and the Vikings, a 4 and a 1-4 at DK, 3.5 now. So this is on the rise. This is on the rise. We're going to call this 3.5 now. We'll call it a 3.5. The total's still sitting in the 47 range, so it's all right. Actually, it's come down. We got to put 47 because I actually see a 46.5 out here now. So I got 247, 46.5. So it's come down a tad, just a eyelash. So this is an interesting one here. We're going to have Arizona coming off possibly a win, right? Because the thought process is Seattle, big win over the Niners. At home in the pick'em, Arizona's a bye week. They come in here and get a win. You see Arizona go on the road. They get beat up in Green Bay, although they beat the Niners. It's a rival. The uptick in price here, I'm going to have to maybe think a little bit about Minnesota. Maybe work on Darnold. He just needs a little break. Gets back into the groove like the first half of the year, and away we go here. Minnesota would be my look. Speaking of those Seattle Seahawks, I just mentioned them. 1.5-point dogs in New York. Do you want anything to do with the Jets? Still favored. Still being favored. Geno coming back for paybacks. I mean, I'd have to look Seattle here. Where else would you look here? Would you look at an over? Sorry, I'm drinking on air. I'm liking the over here. I'm going to come in on the over in this game. I'm coming in on the over this game. We'll make it official. Official for the show. We're going over. We're going over the total tonight. You know, Jets defense, not overly impressed. And I'm going to have a Seattle team with a quarterback who's going to want to come in here and win one for the Gipper kind of thing. Like, hey, guys, let's play a good game here. These guys thought I was crap. And the Seattle defense leaves a little bit to be desired, right? Can we see Rodgers hit Lazard and Adams or Brees Hall, whoever scores some points here? I could definitely see some points. We're going to go over this 43.5. All right, we got more comments, and we'll get back to the 4 o'clock action. T-Way says, gas station's got to be trying to win, too. We'll pick some winners. Vikings Cards is the biggest toss-up. That one in the Colts game. Yeah, Colts, New England looks too easy. I think Nancy's laughing. I say the Jets, but get so much BS, I'm going to be damn fool. Yeah, I don't want anything to do with the Jets. Oh, hold on a second. I missed a whole lot of comments here. Oh, wow. Okay, hold on a second. You had the 2 drunk by noons here. Look at this. All right, so before we get to that, we got picks. We got picks. T-Money's coming in. I think T-Money's 0-15 in his picks. We're going over Pitt. San Jose. Indiana. Rams under. Baltimore under. Ken is firing away. Good to see you, Ken. How are you tonight? We got Pitt under. UNLV. The Hoosiers. Rams under. And Chargers under. T-Money says, Bulls 8.5 loser. Looks like Illinois 8.5 loser. That's halftime. It happens. You're going to have losing days. Sixers are so bad. Never again. What are we doing so bad in the Sixers? What are you doing there? Dolphins, I think the Dolphins could win at the end. Dolphins seem quite motivated at quarterback. He's putting up points. They're putting up 28, 30 points a game now with him behind center. They're scoring. That's all that matters in this league. You got a quarterback to score. Yes, they stink. The Sixers. They're bad. Not sure why we're taking the Sixers. Get it back with anytime goal prop, Nick Nasty. 5-1. Here we go. I guess the Colts would be the play, but you're right. I have to be on Coke till they more than a point with the Colts. Yeah, the Colts, listen, they're 8-3 ATS. It looks nice on today. It's a field goal. They should win. Are they the better team? Yeah, I think they're the better team. They're 8-3 ATS, but did you play them all 11 games to get 8-3 and you're up money? So when they're 8-4, you can't say, oh, I lost. Jags are so bad. It's either a Texans massacre or Jags will show some harm. Well, that's the thing. But 6.5 tells me I'm taking the Jags. Like Nancy's putting a 50 on it. Here's Gas Ace Sushi. Why am I betting look at the lines? I'm not trying to pick winners. I'm only trying to get CLV. Is that what you're doing? Yes. Because if you have CLV, you should get the win. Now, my season of NFL with CLV has not been a winning season, believe it or not. For whatever reason, they're not hitting at a good clip this season. But I try to win. Sometimes can you get a decent middle at times? Yeah. I mean, we're in here 2 weeks ago. We're talking about taking Washington was a 10-point underdog. And they went off as a 10-point fave or something. Come on. Drinks are Nick Nasty. Oh, darling. Yes. All right, there's the Gas Station Sushi talk. Viking Cardinals we talked about. Jets, no thank you. Yeah, we did that. Seattle defense has been a little better, but I'm with you on the Jet Seattle over. Yes. McBee says Sixers are 2-12, 2 million, 5 points on the road. Lose by 25. What are we doing? They're bad. 0-15, I just might be in a blizzard. Yeah, it's been a rough little racket for you in the contest, but contests are tough. It's tough in the contest. Late night bail. I'll play Northern Colorado for Michael B. and Kings in regulation plus 110. There you go, everybody. I kind of like the UTEP over. But enough 4 o'clock action. We're almost closing in on a half hour here on the show. 4 o'clock action. This, again, is for December the 1st. December the 1st. That's where we're at when we're talking look at lines tonight, folks. December the 1st. All right? Think about that. We're doing the show. It is November 20th. By the time this Bucs-Panther game kicks off, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, December the 1st. My buddy Adam's birthday from the show. I don't say his last name, but he's a good little friend. Growing up, we were at the beach together down in Ocean Beach 3. He was a Met fan. It's all right. I still loved him like a brother. Played Monopoly all the time. I remember he came over. He lived in a different part of Jersey. I mean, he's about 20 minutes away, whatever. But it's actually his birthday, right? So I went down there for his birthday one year at his house, stayed over. He had original, like, AT-AT Walker for Star Wars. He had two brothers. So a lot of Star Wars stuff. It was great. And then he came up to my house one day. We went up to a bar. We got some nice – I'll tell you, it was 1984 because I remember buying – clear memories of buying 1984 Fleer rack packs with the blue border. And so my dad was a bartender, so he had a fish bowl, and it was just filled with all the change. And we just cleared out all the change, took all the quarters, just went up, kept buying rack packs. It was fabulous. Anyway, December the 1st. Here we go. Tampa Bay and the Panthers. My boy Scoop's cousin. Who knew? Small world. So now we got a 6.5 on this one here. So this one's come down a bit. Tampa and the Bucs. Tampa and the Bucs. Tampa, Carolina. Now I like Carolina here versus the Chiefs. This spot here, though, I think I'm going to be coming off on Carolina. Coming in off their bye. Off of Tampa Bay off their bye week. I think it's a nice little spot to play on. So we got Mike Evans back. Getting a little bit of a flow back going. Here comes, they had a little tough stretch. The Niners, I get it. Now you got a little cupcake. Eat the cupcake. Nice little dessert. You're all filled up from Thanksgiving. Now you rested a couple days. You gotta cleanse the palate. Something light. You got a nice Carolina Panther on the menu. Let's get a win here. Rams, Saints, 2.5, total 46.5. I faded the Saints the last 2 weeks. 0-2 cost me. I'm going to go for 3 in a row. I think the Rams are the better team. The Saints, yeah, it was a big win over the Browns, but you're still getting lucky. These teams have missed 5 field goals the last 2 weeks. A huge run by Taysom Hill, just like fluky kind of nonsense. I'm not buying the Saints. No. Rams and McVay. Stats pad for indoors. I'll take it. Eagles, Ravens, 425. A 3 and a there's still 51s and a half out there. I see a 50.5 as well. We'll leave this one pretty much the same here. A lot of offense expected. I'm going to come in and say no. This Eagle line on Monday night, it was at 48. It went to 51. What am I missing this Eagle? They have a balanced offense. They're running the ball more. I know the Ravens have a problem stopping people. Won't get an argument out of me. I think these are two running teams going to try to run at each other. I like the under. Sunday night action. Niners and the Bills. I'm taking the Bills. I will be on Buffalo. Buffalo is for me here, folks. Sign me up on some Buffalo Bill action here. All right. We're going to have the Niners coming off. how do we get here? The Bills, if this was right after the Kansas City game, it'd be one thing like, oh, total flat spot, right? Like, just not good. But that is not the case. We're rested. We're ready to go. Now, the Niners lost to Seattle. Tough loss. Lick their wounds. They got to go to Green Bay. Is that an easy one? I don't know if that's an easy game. I don't think that's an easy one. I like Green Bay here. Now you're going to follow it up with the Bills with rest? Take the Bills now. Take the Bills now. Monday Night Money, Browns and the Broncos. Touchdown Denver. Total 40.5 Niners. This is 40.5 down for 41. I know Cheap Money's going to come in here with his unbelievable Bo Nix takes. He loves Bo Nix. I get it. Bo Nix is good. Okay, sure. This one here, I'm looking at it. I don't know what to do here. No. We have plenty of time. Plenty of time to worry about getting down on this game. Right? I mean, it's December 2nd. I would... And again, the Browns are going to come in here. This is so tricky for me here. I do not know what to think here with this game. I do not know what to think. You got Pittsburgh today, tomorrow, whatever it is, Thursday night, right? Then you're off. You're off. You're playing on the 21st. You're not playing on Monday night. Got a lot of time to do stuff. Can you cover a touchdown? It's a lot of time. That is a lot of time off. You need that in December. And this team definitely needs it. They got 2 wins. Now, these guys, Denver, be playing at the Raiders, Cleveland. After that, they got the Colts at home. So it's kind of like it'd be much better if the week after that they're at the Chargers, at Cincinnati, and home versus KC. So it'd be really good if they had Kansas City up next or at Chargers. But it's not. It's home versus the Colts. If it was one of those other ones, I'd be really heavy into thinking, I'll take the Browns with a bye week plus extra rest. I still lean the Browns. Still leaning the Browns here. Where are we at here? I'm gonna scroll all these comments up here. All right, late night bailouts. Somebody says a lot of my contest picks I'd be winning, and at the end something dumb happens. Yeah, that's betting, Susan. I pretty much guess on the contest. You're pretty good in the contests. Is that 7-Eleven sushi you've been eating? No, who's eating 7-Eleven sushi? Nasty. The Saints could score on the all-Friends defense, so I don't know about that. He says he grabbed some ECW plus 11.5 versus Wazoo tomorrow. Wazoo's coaching staff facing his old team, Eastern Washington. You like Eastern Washington? So you don't think they run it up on his old program, right? This is a Niner spot, and maybe on the Niners money line. I don't think much of them. It's a Niner spot, so the chat better bet everything on the Bills. How is that a Niner spot? The Bills off a bye week, and the Niners maybe coming off 2 losses in a row. Maybe it is, but if you got that 3.5, it's going to be better than getting it at 5. San Fran money line, of course you will. We got contest picks. Giovanni. He's going Pitt. UNLV, Hoosiers, under Philly, and under Baltimore. Niners run all over the Bills. Maybe. We'll see. Bills got a lot of time to get healthy for that. I didn't see him laying Samuel Bo just yet. Denver's offense is great 1 week and off of the next. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. The Browns don't have a defense. That's the problem. They're giving up 75-yard runs to Tyson Hill and 60-yard passes. But Thursday night game and a bye week before this game. It's like this is where Cleveland, if all hell breaks loose and they lose by 15 tomorrow, right? This is where the coach says, you know what, fellas? Go home, do whatever the hell you got to do. I will see you in here next Monday, right? Because they don't got a game. It's Thanksgiving. Go be with your families. Clear your heads. Let's try to, have a nice, strong December and end the year good. I'm thinking about the over, I guess, 40. I'm thinking the over, I guess, at 40, it gets to 23. What are you talking about? Maybe Denver team total over against the Browns? Probably, yeah. I guess Susie says, you're seeing how I'm seeing it. Niners-Bills game. Niners need wins ASAP. Okay, well, that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Bills run defense is poor, and Niners want to run every down if they can. Okay, well, the Bills defense is poor because they're got guys who are hurt. So that kind of hurts them a little bit. I mean, they got a bunch of guys out. See if they're back. Niner, yeah, I'll turn it around. Keep hoping on that. I just kind of like the Raiders this week for the Broncos. Broncos off a big win. Division game, Broncos broke like a 10-game losing streak to the Raiders this year. So you like the Raiders against the Broncos. What's the Bills laying against Niners? Bills there for me. It's 3.5. And just double down on Green Bay. Niners are not the same team. They're definitely not the same team. No. Like he's going to get his heart ripped out. I don't think so, man. The Niners have – I don't know what the problem is with the Niners. But they got some kind of interior – and not interior meaning in their bodies, but something going on within the team. I don't know what's happening. They are not the same. They're not the same. It's just that simple. Have you seen their games? This is not the same team. They are 5-5, 4-6 against the spread. Terrible loss to Seattle at the end. I mean, they almost lost to Tampa Bay. Coming out of their bye week, they almost lost to Tampa Bay, who's missing their entire offense. You barely beat Dallas. Is Dallas a good team? KC got you. You had a good game versus Seattle. You lost to Arizona. You beat New England. You lost to the Rams. You lost to Minnesota. And you beat the Jets. Where's this? How this team's good? What? We will see. Super Bowl hangover. I don't know if it's a Super Bowl hangover. This is a team that's been to multiple Super Bowls and NFC Championship games. So they've been to the peak. The schedule is tough. And when you've been that good, it's like this year was going to be a drain on them. And it's just emotional, like not that they check out from the coach and all that stuff, but you got nothing to show for it. And they're banged up. They're struggling going into the playoffs as well last season, still made it to the Super Bowl, but I agree with you. Listen, they were not struggling like they were this year. They were struggling going into the playoffs. They went into playoffs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. Lost to Baltimore 6-1. Beat Washington 7-1. Lost the last game of the regular season 21-20 against when they didn't play anybody. So they're struggling going 7-2 with the last game of the season loss. Were they locked in? You had 2 close games versus Green Bay and Detroit. You were beating Kansas City and lost in overtime. I mean, come on. What are we talking about here? 7-2. Yeah, they're struggling. They're struggling this year. Save your money. Bet the Bills. I told you this. When you're going to just throw money away on nonsense, go get a $24.99 monthly package here on YouTube or a monthly pass on the Winning Free Pick channel. Don't waste your money on the Niners. Going nowhere. I'm going somewhere. I'm getting out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. Midday money. Thanks for popping in. Hit the like button on the way out.